everybody. Hope we're all fit and well. No injuries, illness, nothing we need to worry about. So starting, as usual, setting that body up. Standing nice and tall. Tummies drawn in, feet underneath hips, shoulders back. And then just let that weight gently rock forwards till that toe has to push down. Back till just before you think you're going to fall, if you are taking that step to catch. That's it. Just waking up those senses, getting that connection back between mind and body. Starting to know where we are, what we can do, how we're moving. That's it. A couple more times. And then finding our spot where we're nicely balanced. We don't feel we're falling forwards or back. And hands onto hips, or one hand underneath the belly button, one in the small of the back. Until that pelvis under and back. That's it, just tilting that through. That's good. Nice and steady. That's it, just gently steady away. A few more times. Just helping to loosen up that lower back, finding that neutral spine. That's good. A couple more. And then find that spot now, should be nicely balanced. Got that neutral spine, standing tall, moving those feet now, just pressing down through the ball of your foot, down into your mat. That's it, and arms just gently join in that walking movement, swinging those arms. That's it. So just getting ourselves moving, gradually loosening up. And arm action can slowly increase. One's going further back as the other's coming that little bit higher up. That's good. Bringing those arms up now. Taking that a little bit higher. Stretch across chest and shoulders. Good, keeping that going now. Just open it up. So you might get a little bit of creaking and cracking in your feet, possibly in your shoulders. As long as that's not painful, perfectly normal. So those joints loosen up again. A couple more. And bring that back down. Okay, so we're just standing nice and tall. We're going to open that chest up and sweep it round. Open up and sweep. That's it. Just keep that going. Just keep that going. Just going to stop the door. That through, gradually increase that range of movement. So sweeping lower, letting the knees bend a bit more. Open it up. Good. Two more. So it's back standing nice and tall. Those feet still underneath our hips. We're going to raise those arms, open up, and nice deep breath, and blow it out. Good, blow that back out. Good, really open up. Two more, we're going to extend that movement, so we're going to add that reach over the top next time. So open open, keep the arm out at 90 degrees to the body, reach over the top, other side. Get that lovely stretch down your side. That's good. Couple more. And bring that back down. So taking our feet out a little bit wider now, the toes very slightly outwards. We're just going to circle those hips around. That's Maybe to keep our head as still as we can. So it's just those hips circling underneath. Good again. You might get a little bit of creaking and cracking around your hips. Nothing to worry about. And then let's change direction, taking it back the other way. You'll probably find one way feels more natural than the other. Just have to think about it a little bit more one way. That's it. A couple more. And bringing that back in. Well done. So taking your weight onto one leg now, I just want you to roll that ankle around. Just nice little circles with that foot. Easing it out, and then back the other way. That's good. And bring that down, switching legs, so taking the weight onto the other side. Roll that ankle around. Change direction. Again, you've probably got one side that feels much easier than the other. This one will be more like drawing squares than rolling around in a circle. That's it. Good, and bring that down. Just take the hands up and out slightly. I'm just going to roll those wrists. Just easing that out. Nice loosen off. And then back the other way. So just rolling that around. And one more. And bring that back in. So taking your weight back onto one foot, just want you to sweep that leg gently through, keeping ourselves standing nice and tall and still. That's good. Good, one more. And bringing it down, switching legs, swapping over to the other side. If you need to just march it out a little bit, ease those hips. And then sweep it through. Get nice and tall and still. Focusing on that posture. Minimising that lean to the side. Just enough to let your foot clear the floor. Good, two more. that down, taking it back over the other side. This time, sweeping out side to side. Just go try and balance yourself in that other plane of movement. Got that different disruption to your balance. So these little movements really good. You can practice these anytime when you're waiting for the kettle to boil, standing on one leg while you're brushing your teeth. Anything like that just helps us keep working on that balance. Recommended to do at least twice a week, some balance work. That's good. Couple more. And bringing it down, step it out if you need. Then on to the other side. Out and across. Nice and tall. Aiming to keep it nice and still. Good, 2 more. And bringing it back down, well done. So feet back nicely underneath the hips. So we're standing tall, taking it into our little squat now. So just squatting that down, bringing it up tall. Down and back up. So keeping those feet forwards, knees tracking over the feet as we sit down into that movement. That's it. Really good. Hands just wherever's natural for you. If they go up in front, if they go somewhere else, doesn't matter. Good, a few more. Excellent, 2 more now. 1 more. And bring that back up. So we're going to take those feet back out a little bit wider, toes slightly out. And into that sort of plie squat. Taking it down with our knees going wider. Again, keeping it nice and controlled. Keep that head and chest up, looking forwards. That's it. Just dipping down to whatever level you feel comfortable with. If that's a 90-degree bend, fantastic. If it's not quite there, if you're just dipping part way down, not a problem. Work to your own level. Good, 2 more. And let's bring that back up. So taking yourself towards the back end of your mat if you're not there already. You're going to start with that roll down. So we're nice and tall, hands up above the head. Diving the hands down, tucking the chin, rolling the shoulders, curling towards the feet. You soften the knees if you need. If you struggle with your back, your hamstrings, you can soften those knees as we go. Gradually straighten as you come back up. Keep that going, roll it down. And so hopefully finding each time those joints and muscles stretching out, loosening up. We go that a little bit lower. Just dropping it down. That's it, a few more times. Just releasing that postural chain. Helping our body to start moving properly again. Excellent. One more. We're going to stop at the bottom this time. Roll it down, curving that spine, down towards the feet with let it hang. Heavy hands, heavy head, and then sweep around those feet. Gentle semicircle. That's it. Gently back and forwards around the feet. Excellent. Once more each way. And then unroll it up. Get that blood back down into the body, out of the head. Reach it high. Let's roll that down. Down towards those feet. Hands onto the mat. Going to walk it out. Drop it onto your knees, sitting back into your child's pose. Reaching through your shoulders. That's it. Just keeping that stretch there. Reaching out. Good. A few more seconds. Have a really good reach forwards. Can you wiggle the fingers further out? And 3, 2, 1. Let's relax it there. So we're going to start face down on your mat. I want you to lay down, legs straight out behind, arms up in that 90-degree position, elbow in line with the shoulder, 90-degree bend in the elbow. We're going to start with your arm and leg lift. So we're going to lift right arm straight up off the floor, left leg's going to lift nice and long. So if that forearm stays parallel to the ground, just keeping that elbow in line with the shoulder, so we lift and down. That's it, so we're not reaching forward, we're rotating that shoulder around. Feel that shoulder blade travelling across your back. Try not to twist the torso, we want to keep our body nice and straight. Our hips stay level on the floor. That's good. So we're just keeping that going nice and steady. So just bring that one arm up, back down, then the other side, and it's the opposite leg that lifts nice and long and straight. That's it. Keeping those movements steady and controlled. Really good. Let's have 2 more each side. That's the last ones. And resting that down. So I want you to stay face down on the mats now, but bring your arms out straight forwards in front. So we're going to go into our little swim movement or our doggy paddle type exercise. So from here, we're just going to raise those arms and head slightly up and just paddle those hands up and down. Just gently away, that's it. Legs stay down on the floor. So it's not a huge movement, it's just a little paddle up and down with the hands. Remember to keep breathing. Sounds obvious, but this one you do tend to grip your teeth, hold your breath and get through it. So keep breathing nice and steadily. 3, 2, 1. Rest those arms down. I want you to press your hips into the floor. Raise your legs up and that little flutter kick with the feet. Just that little front crawl leg kick. Long straight legs. Try not to bend the knee. That's it. Just a little small controlled movement. And resting that down. Back to your arms. Let's bring that up. And a little paddle with those hands. Keeping that going, steady away. And 3, 2, 1, easing that down, back to the legs, pushing those hips into the ground, little flutter kick. So nice little small controlled movements. There for 3, 2, 1, and down. So once more, but this time we're doing both of them together. So we're going to raise it up, and we're going to have that little doggy paddle across the pool. Picture yourself on holiday. Got the pool bar at the far side, making your way across. Gently swimming across that pool. And 3, 2, 1, lowering that down, well done. If you need a little stretch, we can take ourselves back into that child's pose just to ease you back out a little bit. A nice little stretch. And then we're going to take ourselves into that kneeling box position now. So we've got those hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and starting with our Superman or bird dog movement. Just nice and simple. One arm extends, opposite leg goes back. Bring it in. Keeping it controlled. Nice and steady away, aiming to keep that body nice and still. Shoulders and hips stay flat, back nice and level, trying not to twist or turn. So we're going to add in that elbow to knee, underneath, back out and down. So we extend, we come together, we extend and change. Again, trying to minimize any twisting of the torso. That's good. Straight line. Good. One more each side. That's it, last one. And bring that down. Take that pressure off your wrists if you need. So we're going to go into another exercise still on our front. We want to take ourselves up into a sort of pyramid shape or a downward dog movement. So hands on the mat, get our feet back, and then we raise that bum up in the air, head down. From here, we're going to let those hips drop, roll through the shoulders, looking up into like a cobra type position, and back. So the aim is to be using all the muscles around your core to control the movement down and to initiate that lift back up. If you do struggle with that one, we can do that from our knees. So we've got a lower option there. Rotate that through and back. Slightly simpler movement here, or your full one, taking that through. Good, 2 more. So we're taking it back into that kneeling box position now. So we're going to go into our start point. For this one, you probably will want to be on your toes rather than feet extended behind. Because we're just going to lift ourselves up into a little hover. So all we're going to do, pick those knees up, 1/2 inch from the floor, centimetre or 2, and just hold. That's it. Keep in that position there. Holding it. And 3, 2, 1. Just lower that down. Have a little rest for a few seconds. You can do that a couple more times. Again, when we're ready, take that back, hands underneath the shoulders, on your toes, and pick those knees up. That's good for 3, 2, 1, lower that down. And take a few seconds. Roll anything out, ease anything out that you need. Puts a lot of pressure through your hands. Does help to keep the wrists nice and strong. If you do find that painful, you can work off your wrists or take your hands further forwards to lower that pressure on the joint so it's not as 90 degrees. You can soften that out a little bit if we need. And when we're ready, one more time. And good, keep it going. 3, 2, 1, easing that down. Good. So we're going to stay kneeling. This time, I just want you to sit back onto your heels. So you've just got your knees folded in front of you. And all we're going to do, start with our hands up in front. We're going to lift ourselves up. Push those hands back, squeeze the bum as you push the hips forwards, back down. Aiming to keep that torso nice and vertical. Using the thighs and the glutes to lift you up. That's it. The squeeze of the bum at the top. That going, so it's just steady away, making sure we're just using those quads and the glutes to lift the body up and control back down. Excellent. 2 more. Keeping that going. 1 more. And bring that back. So 1 more exercise just on our knees. This time, we're in a higher position. Want to lock the body straight from knee through to shoulder. Arms just down at your sides, feet out behind. We're just going to let ourselves lean back. The further you go, the harder that is. So just go to wherever you feel comfortable and bring it back up. Back. Hold, keep breathing. And excellent. So we lower it back, hold for a few seconds. Excellent. Couple more. Up and 1 more time. Let's take that back. And bringing that back up. Well done. So for this next one, you'll want to be about in the middle of your mat and sideways on. So you're looking across your mat. So if you've got space at home, if you're a bit tight, just do whatever you can. So from here, I want you to put 1 hand up to your temple, reach down towards the end of the mat with the other hand, and then extend the top leg out. And we're just going to side lift that leg up, keeping that body nice and long and straight. Two more. And just easing that down. Let's switch it over to the other side. So touching this temple, lean it down, extend that opposite leg, and steady lift up. Good, a few more times. One more. And bring that back. Good, so we're going to take ourselves over onto our backs now. So I want you to lay back and then bring your feet up into that tabletop position. So that's that 90-degree bend at your hip and at the knee. Shins parallel to floor and ceiling. Pointing your hands up towards the ceiling as well. And we're starting with your toe tap. So we just pivot at the hip, toe taps down, opposite arm drops back. That's it. Bring it in as you tap, bring it out as you lift. And out. Good. In, breathe it out. Keeping a check on that lower back. Are you feeling that arch increase, extend? If you are, engage that core, tilt your pelvis back under, rolling those hips up. Taking that low back to its natural position. That's good. So just keeping that going. Nice tap down. And the other side. 2 more each side. And when we go, if you need a little stretch or release, we can give those knees a hug, easy down the lower back. And taking our knees now back to that tabletop position. Arms, we want in that pec deck position now. So elbows bent, hands, again, arms for parallel floor and ceiling. And we're going to drop one knee out to the side. That goes out, comes back up, other knee drops to the opposite side. Arm action is the opposite arm drops out to the side. That's it. So one arm, opposite leg, dropping out to the side. Hips stay flat on the mat, as do shoulders. The rotations out in the hip joint and in the shoulder. That's good. Two more to each side. Last ones. And bring that back in. Feet back down onto the mat. Hands down at your sides. We're going to take it up now into our bridge. So we're going to tilt that pelvis under. Peeling the back up off the mat. Push those hips up. Good, and then gently lower that back down. Stepping under, peeling up. And back down. That's good. Going to under, heel up off the floor, push those hips up as you squeeze the bum at the top, roll it back down, one vertebra at a time, back onto the floor. Heel it up, roll it. That's good, a few more. One more time. And down we go. Gently bring yourself up into a sitting position. Again, I can't believe where time's gone. Okay, so sitting up, back nice and straight. Take those hands out. Just gonna roll that back, making sure we're curving that spine. Want to avoid just working the hip flexors, it's that curve. Roll back, making that C shape in the spine as you come back up. You only need to come back up to our spine vertical. Don't need to reach any further forwards, just keeping that going. That's it. Nicely done. Now as we go back, I want you to draw one hand back as if you're drawing a bow, so it stays close in, so that hand is in. Imagine you're drawing a bowstring, that's it, and up, and then the other side. So the hand comes back pretty much to your shoulder, and up. So just Just have that little bit of rotation. Slight change of emphasis of the movement. That's good. One more each side. Last one. And bring that back up. Gently bring yourself up to your feet now. Standing that back up. I'm going to start with those calves, so take one foot back, have a glance down as your back foot nice and straight, or as your heel turned in or out. Heels on the floor, bending that front knee, back leg straight. Then we're going to open up those shoulder blades, head down, stretching along the back of the neck. Release, slide your back foot forward, so it's probably about 3-4 inches behind your front foot, but slightly to the side so we're balanced. Bend both knees and then tilt your pelvis under. Hopefully you'll feel a little bit of stretch on the front of your hip there. And release, stand that up, pick up your back foot. Giving that thigh a little stretch now. That's good. And the foot we've now got hold of comes in front. That leg stays straight, back knee bends as we lower that down. Stretching out your hamstring. If everything's gone right, your other foot now should be at the back. And we'll stretch out that calf. This time, hands in the small of the back. Open up that chest. Good, look up. And slide that back foot forwards. Bending both knees, tilt that pelvis under. Pushing that hip slightly forward. And release, stand that up tall. Picking that back foot up. And then the foot we've got hold of comes in front. Front leg straight, bending that back knee. You can raise that foot, curl the big toe in towards the shin to tighten the stretch up if you need. And gently release. So back to the centre of your mat, feet nice and wide. We're just going to sweep that down low. Bringing ourselves up one last time, takes us to our toes. Up we go, reach for the sky for 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done everybody. Cheers, thanks everybody.